Justice. I own Jazzy Journey Creations, and I am going to be doing a tutorial today for cups and how to apply vinyl to them, things as such. Yeti cups, tumblers, wine glasses, same process pretty much. So we are going to get started, and I will definitely tell you things that work for me and don't. So I've got this quote that I'm going to go ahead and put on the cup. My friend who is going to Disney World requested a coffee cup, so I thought it would be nice to have a nice little Disney font, and I feel she's going to be exhausted, so perfect quote, why not? So this is the cup that it's going to be going on. I have already measured it, so I'm going to make sure that the image is going to be the same exact size, and I also want to make sure that it's centered. So I did use the center button. I like to weld everything, but with this you don't really need to because it's not cursive, so nothing's overlapping as far as the letters. I can show you that really quick. Let's change the color to this so you can see the difference. We'll do orange, or can you guys see that? Let's do a darker color. That works. And let's keep it green, I guess, or yeah, let's do green. Okay, so I'm going to change this font really quick just so I can show you guys what I mean as far as combining it, welding it. Let's see here. Now I'm going to zoom in. Let's see. You guys are going to see. Okay, so you guys see this? This is why you would need to weld. Because that will show up, and when you cut it on your Cricut or your Silhouette Cameo, it's going to show up like that, and it's going to cut that out. It's not going to be good. It's bad. So what you do is you go to this little welding thing over here. You're going to weld. After you click on the object, you're going to hit weld, and it'll clear it up for you, and now it's attached. So that's a little hack there if you guys want it. But we are not doing that. No need. Just something that you might need to know. So I am reversing and going back to the font that I was using, and color. Color doesn't matter as long as you have the color vinyl that you need. I just like to change this so I can kind of get a visual of the colors. So I've already got everything I need. It's the size that I need. I am sending it to my machine. I am going to connect it, not as a Bluetooth this time because sometimes that takes too long to load. So it should pop up here for me. It is now syncing. I am using vinyl, so we're going to scroll down here. Usually it's already down there for me, and it is glossy vinyl. It's going to give me instructions. Of course, I want it to cut. I'm not doing too many different things here, so there's no need for me to change anything on my computer settings. I'm just going to go to next. And it is telling me to make sure it is on depth 1 so it doesn't cut too deep, doesn't cut my mat. So I've already got that set. I am going to go hit send, and it is going to do its cutting for me. So my silhouette has finished weeding everything that I needed. I pretty much peeled off what I didn't need. I could have cut off this extra stuff, but it's okay. I really didn't need it. So it's fine. So I've cut this out, and I'm going to go ahead and take out the A's and the O so that that does not show up on my coffee mug as well. I'm going to close this so we have like a better view. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I am just pulling this out here. See how it's just coming up? And I'm gonna do that for all the others. This one got stuck. That happens sometimes. So just kind of be careful. You don't want to cut off your words. Make sure you're only taking what needs to be out. Okay, and there's a little piece right here. Got it. Okay, so now I am going to take my stencil paper and my transfer tape. That's what we'll call it. Transfer tape. I'm going to take my transfer tape, peel off the back, and put it on top of here. So I'm going to get that part done. I kind of like to bend it so that it kind of centers on there. Still going to end up getting a bubble, but that's okay. So I've got that there. Going to use my stencils. Doesn't really matter what you use. You can use a credit card as well. Those work pretty well. And I'm pretty much going to seal it on there. I want to make sure it's going to stick to the transfer tape. So I think that is sealed on there pretty good because it's not too many details on the cut, the design, and voila. So now it is where I need it to be. I am going to see where I want it on this cup, and I think that's a good placement. Some people do put tape here so that it evens out for them. You don't have to. If that helps you, I recommend you do it, because it can make things a lot more even for you. You can cut off the excess as well that you see here on the sides. So I am going to go ahead and put it on the cup. Something that works for me in those curves, cutting the tape so that it'll curve better. But I designed this so that it would be small enough to where you shouldn't have to do that. So I'm just kind of sealing it on here. You see it get a little bubble right there. Kind of just pull it off, massage it back down. Something else you can do is cut these like such and put them on there separately. I don't always recommend doing that because it can definitely become uneven. If this was a wine glass, putting water in the wine glass and making sure that it's even, and you can see that it's lined up so that your words are on there straight. So I'm kind of just massaging these words down here, making sure they're good. Not gonna lift on me. Everything here is fine. So I've got coffee. I am probably going to lift that up because I'm not very happy with that. And I'm pushing down here. Make sure you push on it good and hard. You want to make sure it's sealed on that cup. And it's not going to come back off when you take that tape off. And I think we are good. Look at that. Voila, magic. Mama needs coffee. This definitely would have been prettier on a black cup, but I didn't have any in stock. So here's what I have. Mama needs coffee. Mine is a little crooked, so I probably should have did my tape method. What I was saying as far as like cutting it, if the words were a little bigger, I should have lined it up here. And I would cut it maybe here or so I could separate it and place it down where I needed to more freely. So there's that. What I like to do after, you don't have to do anything. This is it, finished product. You can sell it like this. I just recommend you let it sit for 24 hours. They do have dishwasher safe like Mod Podge, things like that, but it takes 28 days to cure it. So it seems kind of pointless to me. I would put this in the oven on 175 and leave it in there for an hour, and you will see that this will kind of seal into the cup and it's less likely to be peeled. People can put it in the dishwasher. I've put them in the dishwasher. It's not recommended, but it can be done. Doesn't really mess up anything too much for the most part from what I've seen, but I think the wear and tear is pretty closer to being torn up. So here we have our finished product. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it upside down and put it in the oven on 175 for an hour, and then I'm gonna let it cool off, and the gift will be ready to drink, when she goes to Disney World, and everything is good to go. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. This wasn't a very tough cup to do, so I didn't really have to cut anything or curve anything for you, but this is something simple, and that was it. Thank you for tuning in, and subscribe. Alrighty, have a good day.